What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
I just kicked his ass! I'm escaping. One place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Can you, like, shut up?
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now, back to our show.
It's a very important message. Hello! What is going on? Welcome to another exciting evening of Roarstream here on the beautiful and digitalized, beautiful Port 3. Sailing the world, we're going to do some fantastic power streaming today. Power wash streaming, excuse me. Let's get these curtains down. Hello, Philanoid. Hello, Kitty. What is going on? How was your... what day is it? Tuesday? My week is entirely hosed. I have no idea what day it is, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. What I do know is it's time to power wash and finish up this...
This is the worst!
Finish up this gosh darn fire station. Let's get upstairs.
How do you feel after that?
How the fuck you think I feel? Don't ask no dumbass questions.
Why am I muted? That's neat. First, music? Hello? Everything's broken. Everything was working. You on. Thank you. Okay. That was dumb. Alright. Someday I'll learn how muting works. We'll start with our first word of muted. Oh, alright. So, UTE. So how about... How about Thum? That's a real word, right? Does that give me anything extra? It does. Thum isn't a word? How about thumb? No, I need an E. Theme? That's a bit much, isn't it? I'm not learning much from that. How about unite? That gives me absolutely nothing. All right. How about T? How about two? The E has to be like here. Toad? No. How about thaw? If we don't get this soon, we'll come back to it after we finish the fire station. Thuck. Is thuck a word? No, there needs to be an E. I'm going to go with theme. It's not a... No, it can't be theme. How about... Let's try one more word. Go... I need my text file. What do we got here? Muted and unite. Is Tengu a real word? I'm not sure. No, don't do that. I'm not sure it's a real word. There we go. Okay, so it can't be... That's not helpful. Tengu. Yeah, it's Japanese. Oh, that's right. It's Japanese. I don't know if it's in English. How about E? No, it can't be elite. Fell? How about sheet? No. Shoot? I need one more word. Oat. Like the U has to be here. How about... No, can't be brute. Breet? Brett's? No, can't be Brett's. I'll come back to this. We'll think about that for a while. Let's I'm gonna think about these for a bit while we power wash. So it's muted or unite. Anyways, while we're doing that, how are you guys? How was your Monday? Or not Monday. How was your Tuesday? Was it everything that you were hoping it would be? It's been a very off week for me. It's my days are all screwy. Hopefully things will be relatively back to normal tomorrow and I can have I don't think it's peanut. I'm looking at letters. T. Could it be something with THE? No, because it has to have a U. Nice thing is I can just blast this thing for a while. Let me crank up the obsidian just a tiny bit. Let me know if that's too loud. I'm going to play a random sound effect. Watch your ears. Sounds good to me. So as I mentioned last time that the firehouse mission, we cannot use that thing over there. We cannot step foot on the stairs. So we're going to need to use the ladder to get up to the roof. Off stream, I did a little bit of the top of that tower because we did most of it last time, and it was kind of boring to do that part of it. So I decided not to do it. I'm trying to think of TH. Actually, it would no. You wouldn't be the last word. Otaku isn't a real word in English in America. Elude? No, it has to have a T. And it can't be 8. Could it be ought? No, because that's an E. I am trying to, every time I get into a new Powerwash map, I'm trying to figure out what the game wants me to do for the achievement, because it has this tendency to just... there's more than one map that's like, hey, you need to do this last. And if you do it like very first thing, you're completely hosed out of however long it took you to do this. What if the second letter is T? E.T. No, nothing really with E.T. Well, this wall's almost done. This fire station's gonna look so good once I'm done with it. Do you remember back when it was like, I don't want to say a life goal per se, but it was almost like a rite of passage when you were a youth to go to a fire station? Does that still happen very much anymore? I guess I could ask the kids. The kids are kind of out of the age where that would be a thing, but I wonder if today's youth, if people are still going to fire stations and going to see the fire trucks in action. I don't think of anything that starts with O. I keep going back to the to the Wordle. I'm thinking out loud. There's no D. What other letter could there be? There's an E and a U. There's no need for there to be a second letter. And I can't think. Oh, what about a TE? Tenu? Probably church and school groups. Oh, that happened a lot. Like, well, I had both, so probably because multiple reasons. You know, it's good community outreach for the fire station. It's you know, it's good for the kids to learn about, you know, social services and public services. It gets them really involved with the system. It makes sure they stay compliant little beavers. It's another bad word. It doesn't, it looks like a bad word. I'm thinking something with T used only in a very specific phrase. T-E... Tenet? Not tenant. Not T. Ton. Tenure. No. Tenu. Oh, we're close. Oh, we're close. We're close. We're close. We're close. Okay, what do we got? T has to be at the end. So it has to be something something. Well, where's my notepad? E blank E blank E-T. No, U-T. Debut? Is it? No, can't be debut. Is it? God damn it. Fine, there. Review? Rivet? Try debut? No, that'll waste a letter. That'll waste one of my usages. There's a it can't be debut. There's a D right there. That doesn't work. There's a D. Nope, that's not it. There's a D right here. But it will give you. But that'll waste one of my usages. I want to get it in 4. Info is not a waste. Well, but yeah, but we could get it in 2. Jesset? Over 4, I mean. Fine. Debut. This could be a lot of things. Be foot. Be put. Be rut. Be lut? No. Be hut? Be gut? Be fut? Be sut? It can only be so many words. Butte? A butte? Butte? Be rut? Wait a second. Wait. It's got to be B, E. It has to be one of these letters. Be cut? Hi, Coyote. Didn't I try them all? I tried all the letters, didn't I? Be cut. Be hut. Be jut. Be gut. Be fut. This is good content I'm doing. Butte. Be put. Some of these can't be words, right? Fine, I'll go through all of them. I'll start at the bottom. And I won't skip any. This is going to bother me if we don't finish, if we don't get this. I mean, it can't be N or M, so I'm skipping those. I did butte! I'm almost 100% sure I did butte. I'm almost 100% sure I did butte. I didn't press enter the second time. Well, now I... God damn it. Hey, get off monitor capture, please. Thank you. Well, thank you. That word sucks. Boo that word. Oof. I'd say I should save it for the end of stream, but if I'm too tired, if not tired, but if I can't get it at the beginning of stream, I'm certainly not going to get it by the end of it. That's a dictionary word. Ain't it a beaut? That's an abbreviation. Do abbreviations count in Wordle? Ain't she a beaut, Clark? I mean, it's a word, I guess. It seems like a stretch. You're still my man hero. Aw, thanks, kitty. I'm glad that I'm your man hero. It's a recognized slang word. It's kind of like, is it a Scrabble word? I know that they're not equivalent, but like, is that a legal word in Scrabble? Beaut. Let's ask the devil bot something about beaut. Tell me about the word beaut. It was the Wordle word. Sorry about the spoilers. V equals 3. Beaut is a colloquial term. You find my own dictionary. Ain't a beaut, Clark, is the only real word I can, is the only real usage I can remember was from, like, the Griswolds. In Scrabble, at least, you can throw hands with the dictionary lawyer. True.
The word beaut is a colloquial term primarily used in informal English, originating as a shortened form of beauty. It's often used to describe something or someone that is particularly attractive or impressive. The term can apply to people, objects, or situations that are notably pleasing or effective. For example, one might say, "That car is a real beaut," when admiring a particularly nice vehicle. In the context of Wordle, a game where players guess a 5-letter word within 6 tries, beaut would be a valid solution. Each guess must be a valid word, and players receive feedback on whether the letters in their guess appear in the target word and if they are in the correct position.
But is it a valid...
The use of beaut in Wordle adds an element of challenge due to its informal nature and the variety of its letters. The game, which has become a daily ritual for many, encourages players to think about word structures and the frequency of letter usage in the English language.
But again, it's colloquial, sure, but it is... Does an abbreviation or colloquialism, does that count as real words? Also, I dropped 500 frames at some point. Sorry about that. Knock on wood, we haven't had any actual downtimes in a while. Like actual stream go down. I'm willing to jinx it because I need it to be working. So if it's going to be sporadic, I need to know now. It's not there in any way. Alright, I feel a little better about that one. And I feel a little better about using debut because typically, you know, for obvious reasons, I would like to get Wordle in as few points as possible because, gosh darn it, if I'm not able to send my Wordle score to my family Wordle group, you know, on the daily. Doc, it's Leonard Cowell's dad. When can you come round? I've got something filthy for you. Leonard, are you coming on to me? Leonard? I need you to calm down with your requests, Leonard. I got something dirty for you. Assert your authority in the group text. Hold on. I got this. I got this. I got this. I'm sending the group text a GIF of a lion. Oh god, I got a biting lip emoji. Abort, never mind. Nope. I don't need to accidentally send a biting lip GIF to the family group text. Abort, abort, abort before I accidentally send something I don't want to. Yeah, an A would not be my go-to. Where's that? Where's my stupid, also hybrid. Where's my... this? Let's grab you. And we'll set it up over here. Bute's a terrible word. It's a terrible Wordle word, anyways. Also, on a completely unrelated topic, I've been watching more random streamers do the do this game, Powerwash Simulator, and it has to be, they have to be padding for time, right? I find it hard to believe that so many people do not know that you can move the power washer by hand. Everybody doesn't do it. I don't understand why. Like, do you want it to be disorienting to look at? Because otherwise you have to do this the entire time. And they're doing this the entire time. That would be wildly frustrating, and I don't understand it. But I mean, to each their own, but they just must not know, right? Doesn't it explain it in the tutorial? I don't know. Here's the rule: if it's something you'd be comfortable, if it's not something you'd be comfortable teaching non-native English speakers in an English class, it shouldn't be valid in a word game. I'd agree with that, because a word like butte, I understand the word. I could even use the word. It's a nice word. I like butte. But for a word game, for like a word puzzle game, that's not a word a lot of people would necessarily think of. Or they find it awkward to do it this way. Really? It's possible, but doesn't this feel a lot more awkward? It feels like, you know how some like bugs can't move their eyeballs, so they have to like look back and forth. Like they can't like actually look, like fish can't look around, so they got to move their whole bodies. You know what I mean? Well, a lot of people can learn languages through this kind of medium. Like, I had a very blue sky in the future, god damn it, very blue sky in the future plan. At some point, I'd like to pull out like one of the games I know very well. I'm gonna pull out my ukulele voice. I know this game extremely well. Something like Chrono Trigger or something, and doing like a Spanish playthrough of it, because like I don't know Spanish, but I think I'd know enough to be able to get by, and I think it would really improve my Spanish skills. Whether or not that would translate to a stream, I don't know. They can't all be winners, but that is my plan at some point. I think we can all agree, though, that debut is not a good Wordle word. Sorry if I keep not debut, whatever the word it was. I'm not going to spoil it again. The word we were talking about for today, not a good Wordle word. Wordle word. I'm going to do this part right here because I don't want to have to come back to this later. Been getting some stinker Wordles these days. Also, have you guys heard of Foodle? Is that the name of it? There's a whole bunch of different kind of Wordles. There's one of them that's it's called Foodle, and you have to like it gives you a dish, I think, from a different part of the world, and somehow you have to identify the dish. Kind of almost like a GeoGuessr / Wordle sort of thing. It's also, going back to the learning thing, it's also the same way like people can read like Calvin and Hobbes. Like, that's what I did a lot when I was like 6. Like 6 years old, I'm reading Revenge of the Babysat, and Calvin's talking about, you know, the theories and morals of life, and I'm just, I don't know what you're talking about. I just like the funny tiger character, and sometimes that's just how people learn. And that's the thing. That's the thing that a lot of people don't really realize, and you don't really realize it until you're an adult, is that if you make learning interesting, if you make it applicable to a way that people want to actually learn, learning is incredibly simple for most people, as long as you are able to tailor it to a way that is accessible to most people. Like when you're a kid, it's almost like they're trying to throw everything at you to see what sticks. And I understand why they do that, because it has to be, you know, some form of standardized, or else, you know, I don't necessarily like standardized testing or anything like that per se, but I understand why that sort of stuff is done. Otherwise you have, you know, massive discrepancies sort of things. That said, people learn incredible English skills through just reading books, through you know, playing video games in some ways. Playing video games in itself is a way to teach hand-eye coordination. There's the bus simulator and the Microsoft Flight Simulator. There's plenty of ways to learn things that it's no longer the same method that's been used, at least for all of modern recent history. Duolingo finally learned how to gamify languages. Agreed. I'm not a huge fan of Duolingo for a bunch of reasons, but I think if people are using it and it's working, great. You have complete disdain for the state of formal English classes. It's been a long time since I've taken a formal English class, so I can't say I have any necessary... I can't say I necessarily have a comment. I will say that, you know, obviously GPT, so take it with a grain of salt, but one of my projects I did was learning all sorts of English linguistic phrases and you know, modifiers and add, you know, stuff like that. And it really helps you learn things if you actually want to learn them and are able to tailor it to a way you want to learn. Sproul has the same argument about history classes, and he is 314% correct. You mean like learning history when you're older? Agreed. Oh, 1,000% agree. If I... Excuse me. And part of me wants to say, you know, if I had applied myself in high school, or, you know, oh, look at this Christmas channel. And here's your wreath back. Now out. A part of me wishes that I could say that if I was in high school, I wish I'd paid more attention. I'd been able to learn more. But you know what? I don't know if that's necessarily the case, because a lot of times the way you learn in high school, or at least the way I did, was the same old tired bullcrap method that didn't really work for me. Exactly. There's like, and that's, it is a fault of the teaching style, I'm sure, but it's also just hard to teach history until somebody really wants to learn history, to be fair. There are ways to teach history that are exciting and fun, such as, I don't know, Assassin's Creed. Like, yeah, there's some bad parts about it. It's a little, it has its violent issues, but it does teach about ancient history per se. Scrooge Gift is a great example of effective lines of action. I'm looking so forward to Christmas. It's coming soon. And that animation, the Mickey's Christmas Carol, is one of the best. Like, just stylistically, it's not one of the best Christmas carols, but it's one of the best, you know, one of the best nostalgic Christmas specials. Like, not an actual good Christmas carol, just a good Christmas season sort of thing. Has nothing to do with, you know, animation style, but I just thought I'd add that. But We still have Spooky Month to get through. We're not even close to Christmas yet. I'm looking forward to playing The Void. I'm a little apprehensive about playing it because it's such an art fart game and I want to really do it justice, but I don't know how well it'll translate. But has that ever stopped me before? Absolutely. Absolutely not. On the plus side, we will be doing, we will be instituting the 2 streams per game policy before we switch to something else, so we'll be doing a little bit of The Void, and then we'll be, I think we're playing Amanda the Explorer, or Amanda the Adventurer, I think. I think that's the first of the B games. If you're going to teach history to kids, you got to teach the drama first and fill in the acts. True. Very true. And there are definitely ways to do that. Look at, do you remember the adventure game, Pepper's Adventures Through Time? I think it was Sierra. And it was a game about Pepper, who was a little girl who went back to like the colonial period. And it was great. And it taught, you know, real history. There was a lot of fake history in it too, and it made that clear, but it was like, hey, you need to make sure this is the bad history. This is actually what really happened. The problem is you can't teach kids the juicy stuff about history because then they'll tell their parents, who will raise holy hell about it. Well, they should still go to the library. Oh, wait. It's almost like nobody wants to teach kids history because it shows that we've kind of been a, you know, pretty terrible race of animals throughout the history of our sapience. I'm going to try using the green. One of the things I have noticed is more people using the green, but you know what? I don't think the green is very good. I think I'll stick with the yellow and do more sweeping motions, because the yellow seems to be able to cut through everything. The real question is, if you're upset about your kids learning about history, why? Like, why? What's so bad in your head that you're connecting it to kids wanting to learn history? I remember someone was talking about the Benjamin Franklin. You know how everybody talks, like as soon as somebody mentions Benjamin Franklin, like the next thing out of their mouth is how Benjamin Franklin wanted to make the turkey the national animal. Well, it turns out or the national bird, or the national symbol. It turns out like that whole letter was like, it was snarky, because that's just what Benjamin Franklin did. He was just a snarky old man. He didn't actually want to make the turkey the American animal. And that's just a little bit of history. One of my side projects that I've had stalled for a while, but one of the things I was looking up was all the Civil War battles. Like, there was tons of those, and they were all very interesting. Like, gruesome and sad. One of them, you know, country on country violence. It's terrible. Oh, he loves silver magnolias. Hey, I don't have anything for that. Hey, I don't have an A. I have a bunger. 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 I was watching somebody do it wasn't a speed run, but they were breaking bug snacks really hard. I think it was one of those people who their whole channel on YouTube is how hard can I break the video game, which, you know, I admire the efforts of these people. It's way more effort than I can imagine to open up a brand new game that looks fun and spend a wild amount of time breaking it right off the bat. Maybe that's your thing. Power to you. I really prefer just enjoying the game how it was meant to be played. Calvin says hi. Hey, Calvin. What's going on? Do you want to see a kitty cat? I got a kitty cat for you. Watch this. Kitty cat. Kitty, 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 kitty. That kitty cat is eating something very crunchy. I've seen more videos of that cat. Oh, this might be loud. Watch your ears. God, it's so loud. It's so much louder than all the other sound alerts. That dang cat. Meow. I'm glad that it's not loud for you guys, or at least not as loud as it is for me. I can deal with it because I want it to at least be balanced, and it seems to be for you. Hopefully. Here's to hoping. Next stream, by the way, on a completely unrelated topic, next stream is the condiments tier list. We're going to be doing all the different main American condiments. Actually, I guess they're not American, but it's like the well-known condiments. Like, where's the actual list? Hold on. Here it is. This is the tier list. Has stuff like Heinz relish, Jif, Tostitos salsa con queso, Land of Lakes butter. It's not really I guess it's technically a condiment, but anyways, we'll do that Thursday evening is our next stream for that. For like a split second, excuse me, I had the idea of once I got done, air quotes, done with all of the Powerwash Sim maps, I still have Lawn Mowing Simulator. So I still have another game that we could do that's awfully chill and awfully relaxing and awfully OCD to do.
We can't bust heads like we used to,
but we have our ways.
One trick is
I'll
to
let
tell
Grandpa.
them stories that don't go anywhere.
Like that time I power washed the fire station?
I needed a new heel for my shoe. So I decided to go to Morganville,
which is where they called Shelbyville in those days.
So I tied an onion to my belt, which was the style at the time. Now, to take the ferry cost a nickel, and in those days, nickels had pictures of bumblebees on them.
Give me 5 B's for a quarter, you'd say.
Now, where were we? Oh, yeah. The important thing was that I had an onion on my belt, which was the style at the time.
They didn't have white onions because of the war.
The only thing you could get was those big yellow ones.
What's your favorite condiment? Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be from, like, this list. Hold on, I'll take a picture of it. By the way, on a slightly unrelated note, ketchup 100%. I'm not going to say mine because I don't want to look at the list. I don't want to spoil it for next time. But looking at this list, what is yours? Can you eat ketchup by itself? I cannot. I do like me some ketchup. I'm not going to lie. I am a ketchup fan and a ketchup apologist. But there is a point in which too much ketchup is too much ketchup. There has to be some sort of savory balance. Otherwise, you're basically just eating tomato chocolate syrup, I guess. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing in the right context, but if it's too much of a good thing is bad no matter what it is. But that's just me. I'm not here to judge. This is America. We can like whatever we want. You can have as much ketchup as you want. Now, are we gonna have to confront the stupid argument of whether or not you should put ketchup on hot dogs? Because I have to say that with a few exceptions, and I can't think of any right off the top of my head, I couldn't give a second
Jif/F/F/F/F/F
about your hot dog choices. I couldn't care less what you put on your hot dogs. But some people make it a really, really big deal. I don't understand that. I can understand if you have some hometown pride. You know, I got me the Orlando dog. It's got itself a whole bunch of pickled beets. And it's like, okay, cool. Enjoy. This is a free country. You enjoy your dog. And they make it a whole core purpose of their personality. And it's like, just calm down. Just calm down. We'll put whatever you want on your damn hot dog. What is your perfect hot dog? I think that's a fair question that won't spoiler for tomorrow. Let me see. Anything on here that would go good on a hot dog? Definitely ketchup. I don't need relish. Is there no mustard? There is mustard. Yeah, mustard. Like ketchup, mustard, maybe some cheese. I don't necessarily need relish, and I'll talk more about my relish preferences on Thursday. That's a little teaser for you. But I'm not a huge relish fan. It's just not necessary in most situations. And I know that Kissy. I know that me and Kissy disagree on that one, but I could take or leave relish in most situations. That said, when it's good, it's really good. Like when the relish really hits, it's really good. And that goes to my whole thing about pickles in general. Relish is just pickles. Relish is just pickle jam. And pickles themselves are extremely hit or miss for me, and they're more often than not are on
Kissy bo bissy, banana fauna fo fissy. Me and my mom missy. Kissy.
Yeah, I pickles in most situations just don't really do much for me. They're good. Like you get a really good non-sweet pickle. Like sweet pickles. What's a polite way to put it? They're not my favorite. And don't get me wrong, I'll have a sweet pickle every now and then. I'm getting away from the topic. Hold on. Let's get back to hot dogs. We were getting away from hot dogs. Like my perfect hot dog. Chili dogs don't count, I'm assuming. Just chili. Like a chili dog is a completely different thing. Like that takes away from everything else. So if we're talking just hot dog, like an American cheese, some ketchup, some mustard, regular ketchup, regular mustard, no brown mustard, no spicy mustard. I want a relatively thin layer of yellow mustard. There's some, I know they're Oscar Mayer, but I mean, whatever. There's some Oscar Mayer wieners that have cheese stuffed inside the dog, and it kind of tastes like you're eating the microplastics wholesale while you're eating it, but I can't lie when I say that when you get past the artificiality of it, it does kind of kind of slap, as the kids say. Hey, Haley Eisenberg, drinking a Pepsi. Actually, this isn't a Pepsi. It's a new Pepsi twist with lemon. Yeah, the cheese dogs are pretty good. Do you like barbecue or grill food, by the way? Hi, Micah. Like a grilled hot dog? My feelings about like barbecue and grilling are complicated. I am a terrible representation of the classic man. I don't grill. I don't know how to grill. If I have a baby's first grill that I just push a button and it starts up and I know how to flip the burgers whenever Kitty tells me to, then yeah, I could know how to grill. But the thing about grilling, it's got to be outside. And I don't know if you know this, but I live in Florida. And outside is the worst place in the world. You should put barbecue sauce on the drumsticks you made earlier. Barbecue sauce is delicious. Now, let me tell you, a grilled hot dog, honestly, slaps. I need to stop saying slaps because I'm 40 goddamn years old. But a grilled hot dog is actually pretty darn good. Like, you get a hot dog right off of the grill, and it's not burned yet, but it's a little crispy right towards the edge of burned. You know what I'm talking about? That's a good hot dog right there. Like, sure, you can microwave a hot dog, I guess, and it's going to be a thing you could eat, and it will taste like a hot dog. I think microwaving is not the worst way to make a hot dog, but it ranks up there. What are your opinions on boiled hot dogs? What's the worst way to make a hot dog? This is objective, of course. Agreed. Coyote. Nope. Florida outside is not good. That said, you're out on the lake. You're out with the family at the lake. You just got off the boat. You brought yourself some wieners. You got the old coal grill fired up and you're ready to do some grilling. Do I like grilled food or barbecue? Absolutely. Here's my dilemma is everything else that goes along with it. I'm not much of a talker, which sounds insane because I talk non-stop on this stream. I don't know how to stop it. But when I'm off stream, I am not a talk. I don't talk. No, that's not a thing I do. I don't participate in a lot of small talk. I talk to my coworkers because I've known them for a long time. Is it too hot? Can you not grill them super late in the day? I could, and if you get it in the evening, it gets down to 80 or so. It's not too bad, I guess. I guess I'm thinking more like grilling for lunch or thing, and right in the middle of the heat of the day. And I don't need a jacket. Boiled hot dogs, I guess that worked better than with some other sausages. I think boiled hot dogs are very fascinating. I haven't had boiled hot dogs in a long time. And I'd be lying if I said that those times that I have boiled hot dogs, that they were bad. I mean, a hot dog is kind of like pizza. Even a bad hot dog isn't going to be terrible in the vast majority of situations, unless you're stuffing it full of paint or something. Which, why would you do that? Paint is inedible. I cannot believe it has taken half the stream and we are still not done with this firehouse. And we were half done with the firehouse when we started. I'm going to have to take a break soon. And I've still got, I guess this part is actually way less than it looks, I think. There's only like a handful of things left to do. This game is...
At this moment.
Wrong one. Here, I got you.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
It's a common mistake. I wish there was a... I don't know what the word... more gracious way of handling all of that channel point stuff, but I programmed all of that a long time ago, and I'm a little afraid to touch any of it. I go in and I add new sound effects, and I update the list, and it works. Truvy, Truvy, Truvy! Who's a good girl? Oh, I forgot to make a last Roar TV channel command. How to do that? That will take like 20 minutes of programming though, and that's a lot of effort. I don't know. We'll see. I do like pointless Roar TV projects. That is my bread and butter. Okay, is this done? I think it's mostly done. Let me go grab the ladder. Where's the ladder?
Rides Shoopov?
Shoopov waiting! Where did I come up from? I need to pull it up, I think. Oh, no, I can just jump from here. Okay. All right, I need to take a quick break. I need to see if I asked if juice was made. Let me go see if any juice has been made. I need to take a 3-minute break. I'll be right back. Go stretch your legs. I'm back. Sorry. I was eating a,
What do you say? What do you say? You little brat? You have never thanked me!
You've never thanked me. I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe.
Right. Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
That one's so quiet. STFU makes me sad because that was like Robin Williams' last credited role was him as the stupid dog in a movie. Like that was a Bruce Almighty knockoff. Well, it was a scene about. Actually, you know what? I'll add that to the content. I'm gonna throw that into the Twitch, not the Twitch viewer. I'm gonna throw that into the Scribble pad because maybe we'll watch that at some point. It's the scene of Robin Williams. I need to show that to Kitty too. It's the scene of Robin Williams being a dog who gets to talk, and he's all excited, and people want him to shut up because his owner wants him to shut up because he doesn't want people to know that he can talk. That is the whole gist. Robin Williams knew how to be quiet. He just didn't do it very often. What am I missing here? Oh, it was that part right there. Got it. He chose to not make use of his right to silence. If you haven't read the Robin Williams audiobook, not the audiobook, if you haven't read the book, it's really something else. I really much enjoyed it. As always, I recommend the audiobook, but I know most people aren't necessarily into them. Get up the fucking ladder, please. Oh! Thank you. Can I climb ladder now that it's clean? Are you shitting me right now? Thank you. Maybe I'll just do it from here so I don't have to go over there again. The ladders suck. There we go. The physics are a little wonky. I'm glad we did that whole fire escape last stream. That was like ladders all the way up. Is there anything left? What's still left on this thing to do? Is it like down here at the bottom?
Hey, this is Phil from the Small Wiener Club.
I mean, that thing is massive. I mean, it looks like a baby's arm sticking out of your pants. Oh, a whole side here. Oops. Yeah, that'll do it. Anything here? The rest of this looks good. I think we can pretty much
listen to me very carefully. Panic.
I think we can pretty much focus on the roof now. We got like a few other things to do after the roof, but that'll be pretty much it. We could get the wall topper. Are you trying to get through the whole list, Feelanoid? Just seeing what some of the random ones. I like it. I like your chutzpah. I think I'm up to... God. I said that I had 300 in one of my clips. That was not true. I don't have anywhere close to 300. I think I've got like... How many do I have? I can look at it right here. Number of sound effects. I have 229 sound effects. and they are all pretty okay. Some of them are real good. I think on average, they're all real good. I can't think of my least favorite sound effect, because if I had one, I'd probably remove it. That concept is always weird to me. It's like I've had some of the green screens that I haven't liked before, and it's like, well, Minsk. Well, I just won't use those green screens anymore and just switch to a different one. It's like change is positive. You can always do change. Also, this would take forever the way those VTubers do it. Look at this, and I am a VTuber. Look at this. This is what they would be doing the whole time. Do they not get dizzy? Ugh, I can't even do it for a few seconds. It's wildly disorienting. Like, the only thing I can really extrapolate is that they want it to take way longer.
I made that up.
Even that's the other problem with making sound effects, is that even after everything else, actually getting the sound effect, putting it all in place, there's still the audio of it, because one sound effect might not be as loud as another sound effect, so I got to crank those levels up. It's a never-ending story. I usually will base all of my audio off of 3Dog, which is one of the first sound alerts. So I'll usually play the 3Dog sound alerts and see if the sound is relatively close to that. So if you ever wonder if I ever hear, "This is 3Dog, yo!" I do, like, pretty much on a daily basis. The 3Dog is still a thing. Have you ever seen the Best Hollywood Squares game? You Fool sounds very familiar.
Gilbert Gottfried!
I'll put that. I should put that in the. I'll put that in the content. I need to have another night where we like have perlers and watch YouTube and things like that. So I need like a list of content for that. I just need to scroll up in the YouTube channel on Discord. It's a lot of good stuff in there. A lot of good cultivated content. I went on break and I went to the kitchen, and poor kitty is sleeping. She is out. She had a busy work day. Taking a little nap, and that's okay. Oh, dang. Unless she has woken up in the last, 10 minutes, but I hope not. I hope she has a nice rest. Maybe it's just the melodic sounds of scraping water against a flat surface that just lulls you to dreamland. Anything else over here? This is good, this is good, this is good. This whole side looks good. I think it's pretty much just the roof. It's quite possibly almost it was my longest game of Hollywood Squares. It looked like it was only 6 minutes. What do you mean, like, round? Weren't they usually like a half hour? Like the games themselves? I didn't really watch Hollywood Squares. Wasn't the point... Actually, you know what? Here, I'm gonna test the bot's knowledge. Hey, bud, I have a request. How did Hollywood Squares, the TV show, work? I'm I explain it like I'm dumb. Did that one go into the Discord? It did. Okay, I'll check that out later.
Hey there. Hollywood Squares is a classic TV game show that's kind of like tic-tac-toe, but with celebrities and trivia questions. Here's how it worked. 1. The board. Picture a big grid of 9 squares like a tic-tac-toe board. Each square has a celebrity sitting in it. 2. The players. 2 contestants play the game. One is X and the other is O. 3. The gameplay. Players take turns choosing a square. The host then asks the celebrity in that square a question. Then like 4. The celebs role. The celebrity answers the question, and they can either give a real answer or make a joke. It's part of the fun, guessing if they're bluffing or not. 5.
Bluffing in what?
The contestant has to decide whether the celebrity's answer is correct or not. If the contestant guesses right, they get the square with their X or O. If they guess wrong, their opponent gets the square. 6. Winning. The goal is to get 3 squares in a row, horizontally, vertically, or diagonally, or to get as many squares as possible to block their opponent. It's all about trivia, jokes, and trying to read whether a celeb is pulling your leg or telling the truth.
So if the celebrity tells a joke and you say that's not the right answer, isn't that really obvious if their joke is like really stupid? I guess I'd have to see the game in action. Which I have those links, so I'll take a look at them later. Roof is looking real good, Carl. Kudos. One thing I have been jiving for is a Aqua Teen Hunger Force rewatch. There's like 9 seasons, but that's okay. They're only 10 minutes long, so that's fine. I wrap my rascal 2 times. God, what is the name of the... I think is it 2 times? Rascal? I think it's Rascal. No? 2 times? Joyless? Condom? Nope. I have no idea what it is. It's a way to punish supermodels. It's on the list, but I can't be asked to go there now. It's fine. Listen, I have banged multiple broads, but I wrap my rascal 2 times. So I want the sex to be joyless and without emotion as a way to punish supermodels. There, I just did the sound effect on my own. Every time I turn around and I see this giant swath of crappy roof, I get a little sad. I'm like, we've done so much tonight, and this is what we have to show for it? This giant... gaping, huge garage roof. Maybe if I get enough of it, it will auto-complete, and I don't have to get the majority of this grit. We shall see. I was about to say there's a body buried up here, but we are on the roof, so I don't know how that would work. That'd be more like an in the attic sort of situation. We're mixing tropes here, which is never good. You're good. 95% clean. I gotta say, there is a certain sense of satisfaction when you are notably behind in a job, like something like 40% behind, and then you watch yourself slowly build your way up to 100%, and it's like, yeah, you did that, little power wash dude. I know you're just a hitbox with hands and a water gun, but I feel like we're a team. And I think that's swell. I'd say this seems like it would be a fun episode for like a boundary break, but I don't I don't know if there's that much to show in the boundaries outside of Powerwash Simulator. But that's not my wheelhouse, so who am I to say? Garage cladding. It looks like all of that. Nice. Look at all that. I love getting like the 3 at once. That's really satisfying. You're good. Thank you. 97%. It's probably just how much?
It's true. This man has no dick.
Man has no dick. We're really close. I'm gonna get the everything else first, and then we'll finish with the roof. So what is this? This base over here. We are so close. We have 4 things left. Garage door, windows, garage roof, and spotlights. Let's grab the spotlights.
You're a loser, which means I'm a loser, which means
my dad was right. Not you. Where are these spotlights? You. And you. Now garage door window is probably that window over there. Or one of these windows. What is local TV? Oh, I got it.
And since I'm on local TV, I'm going to talk a little too loud, and then occasionally I'm going to turn away from the microphone, so my overall point is lost.
Where's this last garage door window? There's like one more window over here. Garage door window, garage door window, garage door window. Are we seeing any that are flashing? No. Is there maybe a garage door in the back? There we go. Now it's just the roof. Now I just gotta find my ladder, and then as soon as we finish the roof, we're good. Oh, that's beautiful. And that is what we do it for. When you look at the roof and it looks disgusting and horrible, and then you take a little time to completely saturate the whole thing. Just makes your heart feel good when you get paid money for doing business. Every now and then, it's something special.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? I just want a picture of a goddamn hot dog.
I did have to take away the hot dog corrupted because that one was way too loud and memey. It started out the same, except it started getting way louder and bit crushed, which it is a lot more annoying than funny. I'll be real with you on this one. Almost 100%. Come on. Yellow take care of that? It can. Okay.
I would never shoot myself.
I am happy.
I get a ton of pussy. In the South.
That was a good video, feeling on. What do we have left? You know what I did a lot of today? I played a lot of colonization. Do you remember the colonization game, Feelanoid? I think it was made by the same people who made Civilization. Except it was about the Civil War instead. It was not the Civil War. It was about the American Revolutionary War. I think it was pretty fun. If you're into that kind of game. If you're not into, you know, that style, it's probably not going to be for you. Any chance you can come hose down our spare truck? The mayor's running us ragged over here. Okay, are we ready to see the train station? I'm going to, not train, the fire station. I'm going to take a drink while we do this. That's really cool. What's that sound? Buying everyone around the fireball, but then drinking them all and then telling your girlfriend that you're cheating on her with me. Okay, so we got 2 requests while we were out there doing the fire station. We got one from Grandpa Miller. Hello, Doc. I hope you're as good with cars as you are with houses, 'cause I've got my old wagon out of the garage and it's dirtier than a dung beetle's Christmas list. It still turns over fine, but I'm not taking Dolores out for a spin until screaming as she is. Thanks, Leonard. I imagine that's what old people sound like when they're reciting messages to themselves on their laptops. Look at this car. You might find the odd streaky line where Bert tried to wash it with his power washer. Dribble washer, more like, haha. Does Dr. Phil not work?
Hey, this is Phil from the Small Wiener Club.
Interesting. Why doesn't that one work? Wow, this car is filthy. I'll have to take a look at that one. Creating new sound effects is almost as annoying as creating new Roar TV channels, but both are rewarding in the end. When you have a full list of you know, usable sound effects and TV channels and all that jazz. By Jiminy, that's right, I used to race this beast all over. It's got a grunt like an angry rhino. Heck, I won the 1989 Race of Champions in it. You know, at least I understand Leonard texting me all the time. He probably doesn't have a lot going on. He's retired. He's probably like, I want to talk to somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. Possibly with somebody who loves me. Don't you want to dance? I picked this car because I thought the cars were going to be easy, but honestly, I don't know about this one. I didn't even check the achievements. Hey, Dirt, says Leonard into my text. Leonard says what? Leonard, can someone take the phone away from Leonard? I don't necessarily mind.
But Caillou wasn't a cancer survivor. The
show's creators just made a weird choice. Not the first person in this game talking to me as if they're crazy. The other one came from a book where being crazy was part of the fun. Or Leonard just needs a bud. Leonard needs a drinking bud. I don't know if I'm that drinking buddy. I got into a big Tom Cardy kick for a while there. Probably not needed to be stream alerts, but I did it. And I think we're all the better for it.
I beat the hell out of my little dick again and again and again and again and again and again and again.
Such a good clip. Tim Balls!
A baked brie!
There's no way this has been sitting in his garage this whole time. Are you even sure this thing works? Like, have you tested this machine? B2R. I've had a word with Lenny, and he's certainly not going to be tearing it up down the sewer system.
Oh, God damn, I sure love shooting shit.
We got a really good few months of people, good-heartedly, is that a word? Using, AI, voice generator, whatnot, in a peaceful way, and then I'm sure somebody got their hand caught in the cookie jar and screwed everything for everybody else.
Sorry, sir. There's a strict 800 penis limit.
Also, I think we'll finish this car, and I might need to cut us off a little early. I'm getting, that special can't even talk, let alone explain. That special kind of exhaustion where you're like, you just keep talking and you don't know where you started or where you're going. I know I've talked about this before. It's back. So if I say something that makes absolutely no sense, even more than normal, that'd be why. It's been a very interesting couple of days, I'll say that much. I am looking forward to next stream. As much as I do enjoy the Powerwash Simulator, it's nice to let the guests interact. Okay, like I said, I'm absolutely losing track of what I'm even talking about, and I'm falling asleep. So I'm going to finish up this car, and I'm going to push the bunger button. Wake up, Roar. Someday I need to, play the VOD back to find out what sort of Trump-esque rant I just led myself into when I'm, when my brain starts talking and I stop paying attention. Like, when you only have so much energy, you can split between making sure the power washing happens or making sure sapient words happen. You should be doing both if you're an entertainer and a Twitch streamer, but, sometimes the exhaustion kicks out one or the other. And what are you gonna do? Take a darn nap, that's what. We'll fix this stupid car first, though. I'm excited to get 2 more maps off of my power washing simulator completion list. Anyways, I was talking earlier about colonization. That, I don't know if it's just because I grew up with it, but that has to be one of the most entertaining Civ-style games out there. And it doesn't really come close for me. I mean, like, the Sim 5 and Sim 6, there were some fun moments in them, but it really did not even closely compare in terms of enjoyability. Maybe it's that retro feel that colonization gives. Also, if you're playing the colonization like mod through one of the other titles, like I think Civ 4 ended up having a colonization mod which had some improved graphics and game style. It sucked. It was awful. It was real bad. And I feel comfortable to say that. And 95% done. What's left? Bunch of just little detritus hanging out underneath every little crevice. Come on. I had been talking about the terrible conservative cartoon McGee and Me to Kitty the other day, and now I started getting it in my recommendeds, and I'm like, I really wish that, you know, Meta would stop listening to all of the conversations, or at least I wish they'd be a bit more subtle about it. As an aside, I don't think that game we played last night, the crocodile game, was very good. Not crocodile. There was a crocodile in there. I was thinking of Lenny. The duck game. I'm not sure why my brain instantly went to Lenny. Maybe guilt. Maybe everybody hated that guy, and he didn't deserve any of it. Freddy, thank you. The guy who was a bit of a spaz. I know that doesn't narrow it down much, but it's all I had at the moment. Can I get in there? I probably should end up watching the Freddy Fazbear movie, right? The Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I don't feel inspired to play the games per se, but I probably should at least know what happened in the movie. He and Linda were the only ones not committing. Yes, but to be fair, they were both relatively incompetent at their jobs. Like, Linda was bad, bad. I don't really have much else clever to say about it. She was aggressive and mean about it. I know she was stressed, but can't blame it all on stress. It seemed like everybody in the office sucked. To be entirely honest. Just a little bit up here. We didn't even really, they never really had a sysadmin, so I guess it was just the penguin, right? Like, he was the one who had access to the room. But that was a whole different thing than what we were just exploring. Like, that wasn't our job to figure that out. What am I missing? Very close on this. The shitty janitor because he never cleaned up when you kicked the bins over. I mean, that's true, but to be fair, he was involved in the crime scene, or at least in his eyes he was. Did he find it? I don't remember who found it. It's been so long, I can't remember the details. And I choose not to actively remember the details because all the details are bad. What do we have left in this car? 4 things left. Wing mirrors. Not you? Maybe from the bottom? Thank you. Alright, alloy wheels. Very close. What is left on the door? Is that... And what's left on the actual car itself is like just a handful of bits. Handful of bits and bobs we haven't scraped off this thing yet. Bumper's good. Oh. Which tire is it? Oh god. I love it when it points me somewhere and it's like, yeah, no shit, you made a huge mess. Car is a little funny. I'm assuming it means the car body, but usually it says body. I see you in there. Right? No. Car and doors. Which door? Why is it putting a Y in tire? Isn't it European of some sort? I think it's German. Just that one last bit of the trim there, that was all we needed. That was 2 jobs down. So how many stars then do we have? Do the vehicles count for 5 stars as well? We need to get to 90 stars. I think it did because we got to 65. That was nice. Why are you peeing? I'm not peeing. I am done for the evening because I am absolutely beat. That was fun. I really like Powerwash Simulator. Let's do the condiment tier list on Thursday. But yeah, other than that, thank you very much for hanging out. That was good times. We got something done. They hit the spires. That was all sorts of stuff that happened. I'm peacing out. Have a fantastic evening, guys. Bye.
Okay, Chief, take him away. I'm going to go home and